Products. This is the Navigator femoral interlocking nail. These are the reconstructive lag screws, locking screws, and end cups with 5 different sizes. Feature 1. A new way of approach from the greater trochanter instead of pyriform fossa. 2. New design of instrument to achieve distal 3D targeting increases the accuracy of distal operation. Indication 1. Fracture of intratrochanter. 2. Fracture of femoral shaft. 3. Fracture of intratrochanter with fracture of femoral shaft. 4. Pathological fracture. 5. Non-union of fracture. Technique procedures. Medullary cavity opening. The opening devices, including drill sleeve for proximal approach, skin protective plate, awl, guide pin with ball tip, and guide pin inserter. Open the medullary cavity at the peak of the greater trochanter by using the awl. Put the guide pin inserter into the cavity. Place the guide pin through the guide pin inserter in the cavity. Remove the inserter and keep the pin inside the cavity. Cavity reaming. Instruments. The cavity reaming devices include the soft reamer heads, soft reamer shaft, and proximal hard reamer with stop. The diameter of the soft reamer heads vary from 8.5 mm to 13.5 mm, increase every 0.5 mm. Operation process. Firstly, mount the minimum size of the soft reamer head, 8.5 mm, into the soft reamer shaft. Refer to the video. Then put the assembled soft reamer into the cavity through the guide pin. With the power system on, start to ream the distal part. Secondly, continue to ream while increasing the sizes of the reamer until there's a significant friction touch of the cortex. Choose a nail diameter 1 mm smaller than the size of the final reamer head. Then use the proximal hard reamer to ream the proximal part with stop. Nail insertion. Instruments. 1. Nail support handle. 2. Connection screw. 3. Locking nut, long type. Locking nut, short type. 4. Proximal guide bar. 5. Distal guide bar. 6. Distal targeting device. 7. Lateral fixture rod in 4 sizes. 8. T-shaped fixture rod. 9. Drill sleeve for fixture rod. 10. Fixture block. Operation process. Mount the nail with the nail support handle by using the connection screw. Use the locking screw drive to tighten. Then insert the nail into the cavity through the guide pin. If necessary, apply light blows with the hammer on the protection shield of the insertion handle to support the insertion of the nail. Be aware of the unit label on the handle. Usual insertion is the 0 mark. Individual surgery varies. After the correct insertion depth is reached, remove the guide pin. Connect the proximal guide bar to the nail support handle by using the locking nut, short type. Use the L-shaped wrench to tighten it. Fracture of intratrochanter with fracture of femoral shaft. Instruments: 1. Soft tissue retractor, long. 2. Long protection sleeve. 3. Drill sleeve for lag screw. 4. Threaded guide pin. 5. Depth gauge for lag screw. 6. Step drill with stop. 7. Tap for lag screw. 8. Screwdriver for lag screw. Operation process. Insert the soft tissue retractor with long protection sleeve together through the lag screw hole of the proximal guide bar until the tip of the retractor reaches the cortex of the femur. Remove the retractor. Insert the drill sleeve for the guide pin into the protection sleeve. Insert a threaded guide pin through the sleeve into the bone. Verify both direction and position under the image intensifier in the AP and lateral view. In the AP view, the position of the guide wire should be in the lower half of the femoral neck. In lateral view, the wire should be positioned in the center of the femoral neck. Insert the guide pin subchondraly into the femoral head, but at a distance of at least 5 millimeters from the joint. Then use the depth gauge for measuring the length of the lag screw. Then insert the sleeve for the step drill into the protection sleeve and insert the step drill with stop into the sleeve. Remove the step drill and tap the lag screw. After tapping, use the lag screwdriver to insert the lag screw. Operate and insert the second lag screw by repeating the previous steps. Operation process for distal targeting device. Firstly, mount the distal guide bar onto the proximal guide bar. The unit of the hole on the distal guide bar matching the length of the nail. In the video, we used the 380 mm one. Tighten the two bars firmly by using the long connective screw. Use the L-shaped wrench. Insert the soft tissue retractor with the long protection sleeve together through the lateral fixture hole of the distal guide bar until the tip of the retractor reaches the cortex of the femur. Remove the retractor. Insert the drill sleeve for lateral fixture rod into the protection sleeve. Connect the 5.2 mm drill bit with the power system. Insert into the sleeve and stab lateral cortex. Remove the drill bit, drill sleeve, and the protection sleeve. Ring the lateral fixture rod positioned into the lateral fixture hole. Use the L-shaped wrench to tighten. Mount the distal targeting device onto the distal guide bar by using the short connection screw. Use similar steps to achieve the upper side fixture. Locking screw insertion. Instruments: 1. Soft tissue retractor long. 2. Long sleeve. 3. 4.0 mm drill sleeve. 4. 4.0 mm bone drill with stop. 5. Tap for locking screw. 6. Screwdriver for locking screw. Operation process. Insert the soft tissue retractor with the long protection sleeve together through the locking guide hole of the distal guide bar until the tip of the retractor reaches the cortex of the femur. Remove the retractor. Insert the drill sleeve into the protection sleeve. Connect the 4.0 millimeter drill bit with the power system. Insert into the sleeve and stab both sides of the cortex. Remove the drill bit and drill sleeve. Use the L-shaped fixture for a temporary fixture. Repeat previous steps to pilot the second hole for the locking screw. Use the depth gauge to measure the length of the locking screws. Insert the screws after tapping. Remove all of the targeting devices and insert the end cup of the nail.